Hello, Twitch. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. How you doing, skinny pimps? How you doing, Maz? Welcome, welcome. We're doing Starburst tonight. So we got favorites and the original pack. Gonna be doing whole dinner based off of Starburst in all the different dishes. But as usual, I'm going to start with some coffee. How is everyone? How is everyone's week going? What is new? We have any Starburst fans or haters in the crowd tonight? Did ask for my coffee. See if we got everything going here. I tweeted much earlier than usual about the stream tonight, so don't have a going live tweet tonight. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. What is a good cream sauce for a red snapper? Add some cream. I mean, really all I'm going to be doing for my mac and cheese tonight, especially since I forgot to buy Gouda cheese. We're going to have to live with Parmesan. But is just adding cream. You can heat up the cream and add it to whatever pan sauce or whatever you got going already. And it will thicken slightly more than it is originally, but many times you want to thicken it up even more by starting off with roux or some sort of slurry to thicken it up even more. But for red snapper, you don't even really need to go that heavy. Yeah, I mean, you're not you could just go for a nice light sauce there with that. Snapper, you might be just good off just with a little olive oil and lemon juice. Takes so much longer to extract when it's not a fresh grind. Almost there. We're about, I'd guess about 370 grams or milliliters. We're going at 400. No, we're not going to quite make it. Gonna be a little short on my cup of coffee. I think I'll live. Especially since I got some of this stuff around today. Haven't drank any of it today, but gonna be using it in tonight's dinner. Actually gonna get started tonight by making a whole bunch of Rice Krispie treats. We're gonna have to split our Rice Krispie treat making into several batches here. See how many we got of the. If we can do all the colors here or not. See if we got enough of the watermelons and fruit punches over here to do all 6. Because you got 2 that are the same in the original, but you got some watermelon and other stuff going on there. Cheers, everyone. Not so foamy tonight. Put too much cream in there. Put quite a bit of cream in there tonight. Cheers. For anyone unfamiliar with Starburst, or not from the US and not ever seen it or something like that, I don't know how widely distributed they are. They're essentially fruit-flavored sugar that is heavily thickened. Used to have a much more frightening label to them. They've cleaned up. They've either cleaned up the ingredients or cleaned up what they're saying they're putting in them. You got sugar, corn syrup, so more sugar, hydrogenated palm kernel oil. So we got sugar and oil so far. The first 3 major ingredients in these. Less than 2% of the rest of this. So 98% of these is sugar and oil. The rest, citric acid. So that's going to give us your actual acid flavor when you're using fruit flavoring. Tapioca dextrin, gelatin. So those are our 2 of our thickeners. Apple juice from concentrate. It's probably for consistency. Would be my guess. Modified cornstarch, another thickener. And then natural and artificial flavors and colors. So, starch, sugar, and oil. But we need to separate off and see how many we've got of these dark ones, which are the fruit punch. Those are the easier ones to figure out. And the dark ones are cherry. Don't need those. Now we need to tell the difference between these 2, which they look almost identical. But, okay, the strawberry is the slightly pinker one. I think we probably got enough here to do that. I think we're going to do all 6. Although it might mean that our strawberry and our watermelon's looking quite the same. So the plan here is I'm going to make some rainbow colored Rice Krispie treats. We'll make 6 batches here of marshmallow, butter, and melted Starburst. Mix that with our Rice Krispies, and then put them into rows in a 9x16 pan. Voila! Rainbow. It's going to take a little bit of time though to put together, because we're going to have to, due to a lack of pans, I don't have a whole bunch of small saucepans. Going to be doing one color at a time here. Got the pork out here for later, just coming up to room temp. I don't know why I got 2 bowls out here. Okay. Start unwrapping. They had mini ones. I didn't look at their ingredients, but they come unwrapped, and that's a sort of shocker to me, because while these aren't immediately sticky, they're malleable enough that you put them in a bag together, they're going to turn into a clump. So they might be using another starch of some form. Keep them from sticking. I've never tried them that way. The little mini ones. They make mini things, all the candies these days. It's like there's a whole section of regular candy, and then there's the mini candy section. We'll start with this batch first. Need to figure out how much butter and how much of the Rice Krispies we're doing in each batch so they can weigh that. We're not following this recipe anymore because I messed up the ratio by what I was buying. I don't know why I got butter out. Why did I get butter out? Why do I need butter out? Don't need it for the pork sauce. Don't need it for... Put it back in the fridge. So we'll do a third of a stick of butter. bottle is ready. Bottle. Three versus 33. Not great odds. Uh-oh. No, I'm losing. I'm gonna die. McMargo, save me! Save me with your Swedish chef! Absolutely destroying her with range. Or him. Apologize, I don't know gender. This is not looking good here. Wow, what a fight! Did that just give it to us? I mean, 12 enemies? I mean, what is that? Thank you, Entropy McMargo. Getting the rewards there. Little goodies for myself here, too. Berserker Scrolls I don't really need. Spell Tomb's cool. It's been a minute since we got a Spell Tomb. Flame off there for the moment. We're at 10 here. What do we actually get 11? Or we just keep staying at 10? When you get to 30 with your characters, like my tank, I can't upgrade this tank anymore. He's at 30. I can re-specialize him and dump a whole bunch of stuff in a different specialty, but I think we're gonna do Killing Field and upgrade that one. Next map. There we go. So we got melted butter back here. turn the heat back on that on low. And let's try second thought. On second thought, we're going to start this with something we got more of, just in case things go awry in our first attempt here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what's everyone think next week's going to be? I haven't started the vote yet. Means I still got time to go vote on the ingredient suggestions. It's going to be an unwrapping stream tonight, I think. We're on our second color here. Maybe we can pick something a little easier to unwrap next time. Let's start with strawberry here, since we can get a whole bunch more strawberry if we need to out of these. Low flame. Lowest that this burner will go. Burner up here will go a little lower if we really want to. But I think I want to melt the Starburst first and then add in the marshmallows. Is at this point he remembers he doesn't have a scale that works very well anymore. So we're going to eyeball a sixth of that bag. Starting to get soft. The only reason that isn't a complete gooey mess at this point is because it's coated in oil or butter fat. Turn the heat up a little bit here. We are to the point where they are all definitely malleable. Probably should be careful playing with that melted sugar. Y'all remember a day when they actually coated marshmallows with enough starch that they didn't stick to the bag? I didn't want to buy them for this because their price point was so much more. But there is a organic brand at my store that it's also got a bunch of vanilla in it. That they completely fall apart. They're completely individual marshmallows in there. Why, hello there, Miss Lisa Face. Welcome, welcome. We're having some fun making some Rice Krispies that we're mixing with Starburst to give some color, and because it's the ingredient challenge of the night. Because tonight's Starburst is an ingredient night. I was worried that these weren't going to color things enough. I think they might be okay. They seem to be coloring these marshmallows quite well. I can just smell that strawberry flavor, so I'm relatively certain this will be okay. However, something I did forget to do was put some butter in this bowl. Definitely want to butter this bowl so that we can get this out easily afterward. Let's turn the heat off over here so we don't get going too hot. And I'm also going to pour the marshmallow in and then the Rice Krispies. No space, Miss Lisa Face. These may never come out cleanly out of this 9x13. I will live with that. Alright, one color down. 5 to go. That worked pretty much as expected. So, going to continue on here. We got our first color in there, sort of a really light pink. It probably barely shows up any pink there, especially against the golden Rice Krispie. So I think we're going to let's do these next since we already got these melted. But got to clean everything out here real quick. cleaning area. Working and lurking, that's 90% of my viewing time. I was in a stream for like 3 or 4 hours last night. The only thing I said the entire time was goodnight. Actually, this doesn't make sense, because color-wise we want to do these next. So let's unwrap some watermelon. These candies may be even paler than those strawberry. The wrapper's a little bit darker though. Thanks for joining, Crab Trap. Gonna have to unwrap a whole half a bag after this for the sauce too, and even more. Oh, so much unwrapping tonight. Unwrapping the candy tonight is going to be like the biggest pain with tonight's dinner, I think. I'll be a master Starburst unwrapper at the end of the evening. I'll unwrap my 1,000 candies. I forget, is it 1,000 that they say that it takes to do that, or even more? Gotta clean dish. Need one of those butter holder thingies. Those are definitely melting now. Those are free floating before, and now they're all stuck to the bottom. Yeah. Now we're ready to add that marshmallow in there. It doesn't even want to solidify to the spoon there. The strawberry was much more fragrant than these watermelon ones. Not really smelling the watermelon yet. I also threw in a new goal bar down below me there. Only 5 subs away from getting ourselves another emote. And I was thinking, do a vote, and if we get one, I'd do a vote in Discord and see what ideas were most liked. It's faint, but it's pink. I think it's actually gonna work pretty well for the colors as we go along here. It's not gonna be the most colorful rainbow, and it's not gonna have all the other colors in there, but I melted the marshmallows slightly hotter last time. Is that really a 1/6 of the span? I think that was perhaps a bit fruitful thinking on my part there. That's pretty. Oh, the flavor comes. I mean, even in. I had like 3 pieces of rice there, and I tasted strawberry. See, that's a bit paler than that. It's probably going to end up looking much the same. Oh, as well, we'll have all the flavors, though. Try standing up and doing some exercise. Silly watch. Yeah, the strawberry was much more fragrant than the watermelon. Careful working with hot sugar. Don't want to burn yourself. I already know this is an attempt that it's comfortable on my finger. It's colder than my water coming out of the faucet there. Why didn't I show you that? Why didn't I show you that? I'm putting this back in the fridge too, because this is just getting warm. I have another pound of butter here somewhere. There it is. We're gonna mess up a nice big stick for greasing the bowl next time. Went and did all of my shopping for the whole week today. It's going to be awesome. Well, I might want to buy some Nutella for Sunday. I don't know. I'm not decided on that. But other than that, I don't need to leave the house again until next Wednesday. I'm going to go to the farmer's market on Friday, that's still said, but it's been a while since I actually made it up to the Friday market. With everything planned ahead for Friday, maybe I'll have a lunch in the park there while I'm there. Sounds like a plan. Let's see. Yeah, do I want to go with this or cherry next, though? Cherry actually looks lighter than fruit punch. I think I'm going to go with cherry next. Oh, battle's ready. Let's do our battle here after I finish unwrapping this candy. Let's see how we do. Is it 4 versus 65? Crab Trap running ahead there. Ouchie. My monk's gonna die quick here, though, if he doesn't get some support, though. Boo. Hey, Bun Buns! Boo. We died. We don't quit, we're gonna keep going. Working with Starburst tonight, Bun Buns. Still think I had the right plan here. We don't want anyone out here, and we don't want anyone in here. See how we do in 30 minutes. Right now, it's an unwrapping stream. But I'm working on making a rainbow or Starburst rainbow Rice Krispie treat. So we got, it's very faint right now. Maybe once we get a couple colors, other colors in here, it'll be a little bit more apparent. But we got very pink strawberry compared to a paler pink watermelon. And now we're going with cherry, because the cherry is for some reason lighter than fruit punch. May not be that. I'm not sure. I doubt it's split word. I don't think I have any ones that are 2 words. Let's let that fill with hot water for a minute. Well, it's up to you. I was actually, I don't know if it was you I was asking that, but I was wondering what someone would do in their first kitchen meal the other night there. I mean, the first night is like, I mean, typically, like, mac and cheese or pizza or something, you know, like, you're still unpacking. But I'm more meaning, once you got everything primarily away, let's not say completely moved in. People take months and years to fully move in. But first actual, like, planned dinner for the place, I think it's a lot of that depends on what's new and what's great about that kitchen to you. Like, do you have a full-size oven for the first time and be able to do like a whole turkey or something? Or, you know what? Well, now you can make a whole turkey. It'll last you the rest of the year, but or you can roast a whole chicken. I mean, you can do that in some of these air fryers and stuff these days, but it's an undertaking. I'm avoiding doing it this year. Awesome. I hope you make a great turkey. Yep, starting to stick to this spoon. They're ready. Might be. Sounds about right. Let's skip using this time. Let's just use the spatula the whole time. back up here to melt that marshmallow. Everyone making plans for not this October, but next October already? Or any next July? Big news announcement today from Twitch. I've been streaming for 2 years on Twitch, and over 3 years without going to any of these conventions. So I think it's about time that I try and check one of these out. Varying shades of pink Rice Krispies. What I think we're working with here tonight. The flavor works though. It just, wow, does it just jump into that marshmallow. That marshmallow just absorbs all that flavor from those. Now that looks pink, even though it's the cherry red. It's like there's no color at all, the watermelon, compared to either the strawberry or the cherry. We're supposed to be halfway through our 9x16, trying to sort of force it. We're making it narrower and narrower here. heat back on the pan over here. Dry it out. Grab ourselves some butter. Gotta switch to our second bag of marshmallows. The original recipe that I read for doing Rice Krispies was 270 grams of Rice Krispies to 20 ounces of marshmallows, or 2 bags of marshmallows, 10-ounce bags. I got to the store and looked at the prices, and a 10-ounce bag of marshmallows was, I think it was like $1.90, and the 16-ounce was on sale for like $1.70. So I went with the 16-ounce bag, but I also went with a larger bag of Rice Krispies too. This round is going to be fruit punch. Coffee. It's only 90 minutes old. Let me double check. I think those are pumpkin seeds, but... Yep. Pumpkin seeds. Okay, those are ready. There we go, that's a little bit better view. Another couple of seconds in low heat there. Let it finish heating through there. 4 of 6 so far here. This is major. Time sink. We haven't even started into like dinner yet tonight. Though the rest of the dinner is pretty quick. I mean, it's mostly making that mac and cheese. The sauce, I should be pretty easily. Should be just the half bag of Starburst, half a can of Red Bull melted down together. We're gonna pour that while it's still nice and liquid over our pan-seared pork, and it's supposed to supposedly harden, but this isn't a recipe that I'm following for that really. I'm just following basic description from a New York Times article. Heat off. New sugar combo in our buttered bowl. Fruit punch. Rice Krispies. a lot of the recipes I read for these also recommend you lube this up with a little butter too, or lard or oil. If you're gonna do it, use butter, but non-stick enough, I think, that it's doing its job without the added butter there. Awesome. Another layer down. This is one of those dishes that's definitely going to look better in the actual photo because this camera is not doing colors justice. We're starting to get a bit better there, but this is still looking white on screen, and this is very definitely pink. Like, I would say this is as pink as this looks pink on screen. I think we've got all the reds done now here. The orange probably ain't going to be too far off of the reds. But now we're going to have to break into one of the actual bags here for the orange and lemon. And how much orange and lemon I used was actually the reason that I got 2 bags here. I was worried I was going to need more lemon and orange than one bag would provide. So we're looking for 9 lemon. And 9 orange. I think we're going to have to go orange and then lemon here. The oranges look more like a peach. 2 versus 10 this time. Let's see if we can do it. If you type exclamation mark dad joke, there is quite a few from that generator. Entropy getting those kills and the reward. Alright, let's see how we do in 30 minutes. Let's see how our butter's looking back here. Not even completely melted. Still got some butter in there. So might as well unwrap these lemon ones while I'm at a pause. It's an unwrapping stream. We haven't even gotten to the lemon and orange for the pasta, or any of them for our Red Bull sauce. Hey Kip, welcome in. Caught like 2 minutes of your walking stream. What was it, last night? Yeah, all sorts of Starburst. I've already gone through 3 sticks. But we're making Starburst Rice Krispies tonight. We've got fruit punch, cherry, watermelon, and strawberry. These are looking pretty white, but they're got more color in real life. Debating if I want to go... I said I was going to go orange, but I'm debating if I want to go orange or lemon next. I think I'm going to go orange. Let's get our mixing bowl ready here ahead of time, though. Switch over to melting some Starburst. Already got some melted butter in this pan. We're doing 1/3 of a stick of butter with 9 candies, a 1/6 of a 1-pound box of Rice Krispies, and a 1/3 of a 1 pound bag of marshmallows for each of these batches. So altogether, doing 2 pounds of marshmallows, 1 pound of Rice Krispies, and a whole lot of candies. Even just tasting like a couple, I got a couple of these stuck to my fingers working on flavor trans so well. Whatever they're using to flavor these, whatever oil or it just spreads. So the process has been letting these melt down a bit. Make sure they're all nice and warm, ready to fall apart on their own. Then we kick up the heat and add in the marshmallows. See how melty we are. We're slightly melty. Need to be a little bit more melty than that, though. See, it looks better on there when it's at a distance rather than closer up on the board. It's like it fades when you get closer. Buttering up the bowl again for our 5th batch. I've probably used at least another half stick, if not more, in buttering things and making sure it doesn't stick to anything in the proper process. Okay, now we're there. Now we're melting. Now we're melting. Turn the heat up slightly. This smells great. This smells like a creamsicle. It makes making the whole house smell like orange and vanilla right now. This had a decent smell to it. The cherry really didn't smell The watermelon had like no scent to it at all when I was melting it, and I really smelled the strawberry. So it's sort of interesting how some of the scents don't really work as well when they're heating up like this versus in your mouth. Which is sort of surprising because since it's candy, I sort of expected most of the orange and most of the lemon flavor and scent would actually be citrus acid. Citric acid. Thank you, Kip. That is very kind of you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gifting 5 subs to me. Thank you. Get me that new emote. We're going to have to vote on that in Discord now. Welcome and enjoy the emotes there. If anyone's in chat, Buster Freeze, Irwin, Not Gorath, J Random, and Chef and Awesome. Thank you for busting that goal out for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's almost more of a peach than an orange to me. This one's maybe the closest in color to the actual Rice Krispies themselves. Hey Kirby! Welcome, welcome. Doing pretty good tonight. Having some fun working with Starburst candies here. Trying to squeeze them into the pan here. We got one more batch to go. One last batch to go. So you working on your figurines? Still working on blanking out some new stuff, and I don't know. Did you change some stuff with your playboard too? I think I saw that on Instagram from you. What am I mixing with? Starburst. So we've got watermelon, strawberry, watermelon, cherry, mixed berry, or fruit punch. Not mixed berry, fruit punch. This is orange, and we're about to do lemon. Which is really awesome because the flavor is, I just tasted orange. Actually, it sort of follows up with orange. but the flavors come through really strongly from these. I'm really shocked with how well this has worked in that sense. I was worried I was going to have to spend a fortune in candies in order to get them to dye the mixture at all, or get any actual flavor out of them, but it's working pretty nicely here. Nice. I haven't seen you much on Twitch. You still putting those on YouTube, or just doing Instagram these days? Oh wow, so much orange. There's like 3 pieces of rice, and my mouth is just orange. Got the pan a little hot there. Nice. Yeah, we're sort of at a absolute lull here for like Twitch and all that. I was saying that the other night. I was thinking there's some people that are a little worried that the world is ending here because we lost a couple of streamers that were well known. But it's really just life in the world of contracts, and the fact that with COVID, they basically killed video game development there for a while. I'm sure they're back at it, certainly remotely creating stuff, but I think it created quite a gap there where we didn't really have new games coming in, so there's nothing to market. So there's no marketing money flowing into Twitch. Like, you know, there's not... I mean, basically all we've gotten is what? What have we gotten? A couple updates to, like, Fortnite? There's been, like, no new games. But they announced the TwitchCon next year today, and I was like, yeah, it'll be 3 years streaming with me, 2 years on Twitch before I've even been to a convention. Facebook? Mixer? I used to stream on... Oh, Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was trying to. Yeah. But... if you go on their site right now, there's a good chance there's less than 20 people streaming right now. That's if it's still running, I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a month or two. But yeah, I had a bit of a Twitter rant about Gilgamesh. I had hopes for Gilgamesh. I would love to see some competition out there in the world, but between timing with the gaming world and the fact that they weren't like a major company backing it, like there's so many things that make it much more profitable, much cheaper, and much easier for a business like Amazon to run a business like Twitch or Microsoft to see it through. I love the idea that they were trying to do like an open source company that creators supported, but at the same time, streaming is going to be, especially in the future, going to be so much supported on product placement and on product like hyping up products for Amazon. I mean, I'm forgetting the term for it, but it's like what they use streaming for in Asia. I think they don't stream video games in Asia. They stream sell you things. It's exactly what the Amazon Live program is, except I do, Maz. Let me double check what the command is for that. I think it's Amazon. Oh, come on. Wake up, monitor. Yep, exclamation mark Amazon. It's a list of items that are either made from a reputable company that I trust to be a realistic product, or ones that I own and have used myself. Okay, those are melty. Let's add the last of our marshmallows. Where do our marshmallows go? Over here. If only I could just turn the bag over and have them drop in. Like straight up stuck to the bag. I was reading the ingredients earlier, Kirby. I used to remember them having more like chemical junk in them, but they're really, well, to begin with, they're 98% sugar and oil. 98% of them is oil, corn syrup, and straight sugar. So the rest of it is, majority of it is actually starch, which they've got like 3 different types of starch in here, and then flavoring and coloring. How's our stream raiders doing? Battle's ready, okay. I'm neglecting my stream raiders again. We'll get to that after this starts. Well, let's do our battle now. Let's do our battle now since this is still melting. We got that down nice and low. Let's take a moment. And I got close to the microphone there, so it got a little loud for a second. Let's see. Oh, got another 5 minutes on that still. Misreading that. So let's get this done. Let's do our Stream Raiders after we finish this batch of Rice Krispies. My apologies. I was going to go to Stream Raiders. Then I realized I had another 5 minutes to go. Oh, I was probably talking about Starburst back then. Replying to you. Yeah, to repeat myself there, 98% of Starburst, sugar and oil. Sugar, corn syrup, and oil with 3 or 4 different binders, and the rest is just color, citric acid, and flavorings. You can really smell the lemon too. This has also got a little bit of that like vanilla creamsicle like smell to it too. I'll reread them. Made of sugar, corn syrup, hydrogenated palm kernel oil, less than 2% of citric acid, tapioca dextrin, that's a starch, gelatin, that's a thickener, apple juice from concentrate, modified cornstarch, another starch thickener, natural and artificial colors, and flavors. I bought some and had some last night, but that would be the first time that I've had Starburst in probably well over a decade. And they were not exactly as I remembered. The strawberry was much more... The flavors were actually, overall, were much more potent than I remember them. That yellow sort of disappeared compared to some of the other colors. But I'm sure the flavor won't. Because, like I said before, this has been pretty potent. Really rather shocking how well the flavorings they use translated into. We'll save that as a snack. Yep, taste the lemon. Just in a couple of them. Ma's playing with the Giphy. Alright. So we got Starburst Rice Krispies. And as I said before, I'm sure the photo is going to do this much better justice than it's looking right there. Let's give a main view of this deliciousness. Do our Stream Raiders battle. After I see what this alert is on my phone. No, it's not saying what the alert is. Getting a alert for in my phone for the local scanner, which could be nothing. Probably is nothing. All right, battle to battle. Five versus 28. Someone got the football there. That's good. Ooh, there was a mimic. Kirby got it. Wait, why didn't that increase? That should have increased. Victory. Keep getting that scroll. Let's see what's going on here with that chocolate versus bacon. That should be increasing. I'm gonna put my monk over here. Hopefully we get some damage units to go along with him to help him support. Let's see what happened here. Let's see. Channel points. Yeah, why didn't that increase? Why doesn't it do that? That's weird. I'll have to check that out after stream. See why that isn't updating. It looks like it should be updating there. I'm going to have to debug that a bit. We'll see how we do here in 30 minutes on the Stream Raiders. I think it's time we get back to unwrapping candies. Well, we'll leave this here since it's pretty. You gotta let it cool down, though. Okay, we need to steal more lemon and orange candies out of our bag here. Let's see, I think that's probably enough lemon to add some more orange, though. I'm going to have like a whole bag left over, but oh well. Our next project here is I'm going to be creating a bechamel for our mac and cheese. And we're going to be putting candy in it. So we'll start over here on the stove with my blackened but scrubbed clean pan there. I could scrub that completely back shiny. The reason that I haven't is because the pan is mildly sentimental to me and I don't want to immediately wear it out, and so scraping that completely bare and clean is just going to wear away the metal even more and kill that pan even quicker. Even though I suspect the spot welds will go out much quicker. And I just started that completely wrong. How awesome is that? So I get to get another pan dirty. Bit of heat there. Bit of mangled butter. That wasn't as much butter as I thought I had used. Gonna have to grab a little bit more than that. I've manually updated bacon to be correct, so don't consider your points lost. Okay, now that we got this nice and lovely roux started, now we'll add that cream in there. And so this is going to thicken up as it comes up to heat. Going to add a bit of beef stock to that since we got that handy in the refrigerator. Give some nice background to our deliciousness. Oh, come on. Come apart, Ziploc. There we go. You see all that jelly action going on there? Not quite completely solidified, but lots of collagen in that stock. Add some salt, some MSG, some pepper. Over salting this on purpose because it's going to get mixed with pasta. How's it turning out? I don't know. What do you think? I think this turned out great. I mean, colors aren't the greatest, but they're true to the candies. Just getting started on the rest of dinner here now. I got bechamel that I'm starting to thicken here. And we're going to have to mix that with these. Give us some lemon and orange flavor to our cheese sauce, which I thought would probably be okay. Maybe a bit sweet. We'll see. I mean, after all, they're nothing but sugar and oil. As with any roux-based sauce, or roux thickened sauce, it needs to be cooked or simmered for 20 plus minutes in order to ditch the raw flour flavor. So it's going to take a minute for us to finish our cheese sauce. Yeah, I was saying earlier I did all my shopping other than potentially a bottle of Nutella. I'm gonna do a crepe cake on Sunday, just for the heck of it. Give it a shot. I've never tried making a crepe cake before. It's certainly not going to be some monstrosity. I'm not going to try and take on any records. But might need to get some Nutella for that. But otherwise, we got biscuits and gravy with chicken and eggs on Friday. And then to go along with that crepe cake, going to be doing whole roast chicken and red skin potatoes on Sunday along with that. There's not even any cheese in this sauce yet. It's looking like a cheese sauce. Wonder why that is. Thinking dairy sauce. Add actually a bit more beef stock to this. Because these Starbursts are going to add a bunch more starch in here. And into the cheese sauce they go. And Jason forgot to buy the Gouda today. I was going to do a Gouda cheese sauce for our mac and cheese tonight, but I couldn't find... Well, I didn't buy the Gouda. I forgot to. I was in the cheap cheese section that didn't really have any Gouda, and I was like, oh, that's okay, I'll just go over the fancy section where they cut everything up. And then I didn't walk over there. Did I walk past it? I don't know if I walked past it or not. I don't think I did. I didn't go into the wine tonight. That wasn't supposed to stop music. Those... Oh, they're still there. They seem to sort of disappear, but... they're still there. I can smell the orange now. And we're going to have to up the savoriness here with that. So I think we're going to do some onion powder, some garlic powder. This is onion powder too. Where is my garlic powder? Garlic powder. And a slight punch of cayenne. Cayenne. Garlic. And onion. Orange color from the orange Starburst is giving us a little bit of that almost a natto-like color. Okay, back burner for that. Just keeping that warm now. Simmering-ish. We're gonna need this for pasta. Ooh, we're gonna have to clean that. Lid's got oil on it from somewhere. Wow, whatever it is, it's stuck to it too. Problem with the sharp knife, you go through the carton rather than just through the plastic. I've unwrapped some candies tonight. They went flying the whole way back to my trash bin in the back. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, like, quarter of a bowl of Rice Krispies. Pork tenderloin. Not really the way that's normally done, but it does turn it into nice two little servings. Well, not little servings, but two nice servings. And then I'm going to be stealing a technique from Harold McGee tonight. We're going to be cooking pasta as soon as I figure out where I put that pasta from today's purchase. We're going to be cooking pasta in a specific amount of water rather than using 5 gallons, gazillions amounts of water. We're just going to use that saute pan over there. Hey, Glass. Welcome, welcome. And so, there's our pasta for tonight. Not using elbows And we're going to run an ad here to kill the pre-rolls. Going to use beef stock for the pasta, just to use up what I didn't use with the cheese sauce. So we're going to have some beefy Starburst mac and cheese. And I'm going to use about 1.2 to 1 ratio by weight. So we've got cold pan, cold 16 ounces of stock and fat there. And I'm going to add another 20% roughly. Give it a bit of a swirl, try and get some of that beef stock off of the sides, and splash it all over myself while I'm at it. Add a small pinch of salt since we over salted our cheese sauce. And that is on a medium flame. We're going to cook that until that's boiling, like rapid boiling, like mad boiling. Going to make sure, my scale is usually I wait until the bubbles are touching the surface of the glass top here to stop cooking, and then we leave it in the pan for 10 minutes to carry over cook. We need a pan for our sauce tonight, too. Our other sauce. Maybe we'll finish this first before we do our Red Bull and Starburst pork sauce tonight. Yes, this Red Bull and Starburst. As a sauce. And from everyone that I have known to have tried this, they were like, I totally didn't expect that to work, and it was pretty good. I do give it a couple of shakes while it's in the pan like this, just to make sure it's not sticking on the bottom. Why don't we do this over here too, so. That's looking pretty good just by itself right now. That's damn nice looking sauce. We're going to add a bunch of Parmesan into that still. Hyper for weeks because I'm going to use half a can of Red Bull? I don't think so. I drink too much coffee for that. I don't really do energy drinks. I used to drink a Monster every now and then, but I did for some reason find the compulsion to buy 2 of those instead of just one of them when I was in the market today, though. So there is an extra one in my refrigerator right now. And all the Starburst. Yeah, I think I threw them out. What did I do with the... Yeah, let's see. Math. Ugh. Math. Pull up the calculator here. Just in the Starburst in this pan. Not the 2 pounds of marshmallows. Not the pound of Rice Krispies. Just the Starburst in this pan is over 1,000 calories. Oil. Tired of waiting for you. So we have any suggestions out there for what the new emote should be? Now that we got 50 subs? Gotta figure something out. I mean, I have an idea for a raid emote, but I want to leave it up to you guys. You folks would love the ideas you have. Maybe we'll start a temporary channel on the Discord to decide that. Welcome in! Welcome, Gug. Let's do our battle. Stream Raiders. Let us go to battle. Rogue's going after all the footballs and ignoring everything else. Victory. Victory! Kirby getting those assists. Crabtrap getting the reward. On to the unknown. Why don't we start back here? Can't say that I have any time recently. I'm not pregnant though, so. So we got pasta cooking on the stove. We got our Starburst and cheese sauce in the back here. We got our Starburst Rice Krispies cooling down on the counter. And we're waiting on the pork for our pasta to finish cooking here. We'll get into the pork once the pasta's done. I need some water. While we're waiting on that pasta to boil, why don't we set up our next week's ingredient challenge? See what lovely ingredient we're going to have to use next week. Go over here to the Discord. And for our Wednesday dinner vote. Let's see, when's our next challenge? 29th. What do we have for challengers? Let's see, we got Lifesavers with 5. Thought we had 2 with 5 in here. I was looking earlier. No? Okay, so it is peanut butter? Oh, starfruit. Pretzels, tater tots. Tater tots is the one that's closest to the top. So tater tots versus Lifesavers candy. Getting close on our pasta. And as always, you can vote by reacting with the chef icon, whichever is your preference. You can vote for both if you want. You can vote for neither. But please, if you like one of them, vote. And as usual, vote will go until Monday. And next Wednesday, I'll be cooking with either tater tots or Lifesavers. Alright. Back to the stove here. We got our pasta getting close here. Got a little bubble action going on there. Not quite enough for my style yet, but we got a decent boil going there. Gonna let that get a little bit hotter. Come on, Bubbles. Rise. I think we're at a solid enough boil there. I'm going to let that rest. Move that onto the back burner. Come back to the front here with the cheese sauce. I'm going to start adding some Parmesan. Oops. That was a decent chunk of cheese there. This will work out better anyways, I think, than the Gouda, because the Parm is going to work better with the citrus anyways. Now we'll switch over to doing steak and steak sauce. Let's mix this first. We gotta wait another. Let's get that another 5 minutes to carry over cook. Did I say steak? There's pork tenderloin. Tenderloins in my mind. I got plenty more steak over there. Most of it's in big pieces now. I've gone through a decent amount of the steaks. I guess I've been sort of lazy about it. I mean, I've done ossobuco and a couple of things there, but mostly I've been grabbing the T-bones and... Oopsies. Well, no, we're not doing steak. We're doing pork. But we're doing a tenderloin. And I'm going to be making a Starburst and Red Bull sauce for that. So that's going to be my pork sauce. I don't know, the nose on this, I'm smelling so much orange. I'm worried about this. That's on the edge not working. Let's see if I need to alter this more. Over salted so I can actually taste what's going on there. That's not too shabby. I don't love how the orange flavor lingers. It stays. It has some lasting power. Otherwise, it's mixing pretty well. Like, first initial taste is, you don't even know that it's there, but you get that orange and lemon, fake lemon, sort of towards the end. But with all the savoriness in there, it's doing okay, and it's not too sweet. It's not, the cheesiness is taking over for the how sweet it is. How much sugar I just added in there. What am I going to pack this into? What am I going to use to store my mac and cheese? Can I even get at that right now? I got too much junk in the way. Let's put our mac and cheese in this guy. One of my new pieces of pottery in the house. Welcome, Raiders! Thank you, Kella Creation! Thank you for that raid. Welcome in, everyone. Were we doing programming as usual, Kella? What were we up to today? Welcome in, everyone. If you're unfamiliar with me, hello, I'm Jason. Stream 3 nights a week, making dinner at home. Wednesday, I have an ingredient challenge. I hold a weekly vote in my Discord, and I have to use some odd ingredient to make dinner. And so tonight is all about Starburst. We've got Starburst in everything tonight. I started off the evening by making a Starburst Rice Krispie Rainbow. We've got strawberry, watermelon, cherry, fruit punch, orange, and lemon flavors. I am not doing steak tonight. I am doing pork tenderloin, which is what's on the counter here. Going to be pan-searing these pork tenderloin. And then I'm going to be doing a sauce that I stole from a New York Times article, apparently created by Mauro Batali back in the day. But Red Bull and Starburst is supposed to be a decent sauce for with pork. So we're going to give that a shot tonight. We got the Red Bull, and obviously got the Starburst. And lastly, what we're waiting on right now, actually, what we're in a little bit of a pause here for, we got another minute or two here, is making up my mac and cheese, which is, I forgot the Gouda cheese. I didn't get the Gouda cheese. We're using Parmesan. I got a brick of Parmesan instead, and that's a actual heavy cream bechamel, and there's already lemon and orange Starburst candies mixed in there. So this is our cheese sauce. That orange color is actually from the Starburst. That is not, there's no cheddar in there, there's no annatto in there. And I was just trying that before y'all came in and joined me. And it's actually not too shabby. Not too shabby. And the more I eat it, the more I'm okay with it. That first, lick I did a moment ago there, it was a little bit too much of the lingering of the flavors. I think we're okay. What can we do while we're waiting the last couple minutes here? Let's continue unwrapping. I gotta unwrap like half of one of these bags of candies so that we can make our sauce. I keep joking that tonight's an unwrapping stream. Let's see, let's carefully measure half a bag here. And from what I've read in the New York Times article, the original recipe for this is 2 bags of Starburst. So I'm cutting this down by quite a bit. And 2 cans of Red Bull. And so I'm quartering this recipe because I only need it for a tenderloin. They were doing a whole suckling pig in this article. Hey, Huber. Hey, Sea Salt. Welcome and welcome. Glad to have you, Aries and Sakalo. Welcome, welcome. I don't have a fancy in-game or in-stream game like Callow, but I do some Stream Raiders here. So if anyone's familiar with Stream Raiders, welcome to join in. We got another battle here in about 11 minutes. Thank you for that follow. Eventually we'll get through unwrapping all of these. How is everyone doing tonight? What's everyone think of Starburst? Everyone loves Starburst, everyone hates Starburst. Anyone ever used Starburst in something before? Starburst it was hard finding, I mean, there aren't a ton of Starburst recipes out there. Like some of these ingredients that you guys have given me, you know, like there's dedicated websites with hundreds of recipes, you know, like the hot sauces and stuff like that. But these, there's basically nothing. I basically came up with all of this other than knowing about that Batali sauce. Who eats the stream after meals? What I do is I eat all of it. I cook 3 nights a week, and basically it's my leftovers tomorrow. I don't do sweets every night. So tomorrow night I'll probably have a bit more mac and cheese, the other half of the tenderloin, and some of this. We got upcoming meals. We got long list. I got a Google Calendar of at least a month of upcoming dates down below in the About section on the page. This weekend, on Friday, I'm doing chicken, eggs, sausage, gravy, and biscuits. And then Sunday, going to be doing roast chicken. What all am I doing? Gonna try my hands at making a crepe cake for the first time. Not looking to break any records or anything like that, just see what it's like. And so Sunday I'm gonna do a crepe cake and pair that with some roasted chicken and roasted marshmallows. Get out of here, bug. No Starburst fans out there, huh? No haters either? I'm not in love with unwrapping them at this point. I think this came out amazing, though, by the way. Haven't had, like, a taste of it, but tasted some of the scraps on it when I was putting it together. Like, the flavor on this carries. Like, this is, like, full flavored, fruit flavored from those Starburst. There's 9 candies in each of these stripes. Oh, come on. Bacon and Starburst syrup? Can maybe put some in like a bacon jam recipe. Nice, Huber. What's the money count at? What's the stolen funds account at? $1,068.5 million. Nice, just racking up that money. Some of the colors threw me off with this, I was saying earlier. Some of them turned out like... I expected the watermelon to be darker than the strawberry. Watermelon turned out lighter. Getting close. Last couple of candies that I have to unwrap tonight. Ugh. All right. Okay, so let's mix our mac and cheese here. We have pasta cooked primarily in beef stock, but some water in there too. Was on the right camera. I was worried that I was doing that pouring action without anyone able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to use all this cheese up because, well, it's got that orange in there. Occasionally you get a little whiff of that, like, orange flavor, which doesn't 100% fit in there with the whole thing. Nice, Uber. Nice. Got it for a steal. Nice. This will be a surprise when you get it. Yeah, the smell on this it's a little too orangey. Like I said, I think the flavor's going to be fine. There is dinner. Well, part of dinner. There's our Starburst mac and cheese. Now it's sauce making time once again. Oh, of course there's MSG in it. I made it. But MSG and everything. There's probably naturally MSG in it from the cheese anyways. Oh, there's definitely MSG in it from the cheese because we're using Parmesan. Parmesan is like another word for MSG. I mean, it's essentially just pure umami flavor. So we got our pan heating up, gonna cook off whatever water was left in the pan from cleaning it out. And we're gonna add in all of our candies here. Start warming and melting these down. Turn the heat down a little bit so we aren't burning, we're just melting. And Red Bull. That was about half the can there. Oh, Huber, have you not seen this? Let's try this one. For anyone that's unfamiliar or afraid of MSG, that block of text there is going to tell you a ton of info that you didn't know. To battle. Quickly cleaning the whisk from the cheese sauce. We're gonna use it in this deliciousness. Three versus 3 left. Victory. Arbiter getting those assists. Kirby and Kip getting the scrolls. Congrats. Ooh, some goodies for me, too. and the green chest, which is the real reason we were up here. And probably our last battle of the evening. I'm going to put my Centurion right there. See, it looks like I got a quest or two available there. Let's see if I got some quests to redeem. Cool, Huber. Yeah, see, Salt, I was actually looking at a TV show just like not even 5 years ago that was like boasting no MSG in it. And it's like, come on, people, get over it. Alright, so let's see how we do here in 30 minutes. We got our sauce going back here. Let's give this a stir up here. So I'm just going to continue to slowly melt this in the back. Get our pan heating up here for our tenderloins. A little oil in the pan. Come over here to pork and we'll season these. It's like sugar with more sugar with caffeine with oil. That sauce in the top. But you can also see how it happens too. I mean, it's not necessarily... It is racism, but it's more like... To me, it's more like unknowing. Like, you're talking about people that read a news article that accuses this unknown product, and then they go and say, and it's used in all the Oriental restaurants. You're going to a foreign restaurant, you're not used to their cuisine, their standards, their traditions. You don't necessarily agree with everything they do. And yeah, it's just sort of a bad result from that. Like, I doubt the dude that wrote the articles in the 70s or even earlier was, doing it because he hated Asians. Move the camera slightly here. There we go. Wait until we get a little smoke going here. The candy's just disappearing into the Red Bull. It's just becoming liquid. Starting to get a bit of a nice smoke going. Not quite enough to get that first initial sear, but we're smoking at least. For anyone new in our scramble, is multilingual, so it is not just English. Vast majority of the words are at least somehow connected to culinary terms. There's a few that are a little like, people are like, you really, that's food and drink? But they're at least somewhat close. Nice. There's some that are just, I should probably narrow it down, some of them. I mean, it's a little unfair. I keep saying it, but monounsaturated is a scramble. Take a quick photo of our mac and cheese while our pork is cooking. Let's grab something that isn't affected with juice. Have a good one, Kirby. Thank you for stopping by. Look forward to you getting back to showing your artwork on stream. little freeze-dried thyme. If I can get the bottle open. It's a brand new bottle. Open bottle. I need you, thyme. Open. Do a little basin action here. Ooh, way to go on this one. Heat off. Let them rest for a moment. Actually, why don't we cut this open? Sort of want to cut into this one because this is the purdy one, but this one's a little bit, needs a bit more time. This one's feeling a bit better done. My initial thought was elote, but there's no M there. I'm not sure what that one is. I tried to cut this straight. It didn't want to do it for me. This still needs to sit a moment. Trying to cut into that immediately. That needs to hang out for a minute. I think I'm still going to try and use that other piece. Yeah, I think we're going to be better with that. This I'm tempted to pour into here, but I don't think that's going to work. We still have a little bit of solids going on here. This hasn't completely dissolved. But it is mostly dissolved in there. I'm surprised that it turned out relatively clear, too. It's like a sugar syrup. This is essentially what it is. It's also redder than I expected it to be. Let's give the syrup a shot. Let's see what this tastes like. Get that a moment to cool. See if it turns to plastic like the New York Times article says. I mean, it's relative. I mean, I may have gotten the number of candies wrong, guessing what a half bag was, but it should be pretty close. It is thickening a bit. Oh wow, that's sweet. It's like fruit punch. Like there's all sorts of fruit. I mean, obviously you got all the fruit flavors in there. Although we did original, and there's actually like a strong like watermelon flavor off of that. Like they're getting their watermelon off of some combo of these flavors or something. Let's give that a bit more heat. See if that's just stuff that didn't fully heat cook through. Yeah, this is still going to be medium rarish. A lot of people, especially older folk, are afraid of undercooked pork. In the States, the disease that people are worried about, trichinosis, I think it's trichinosis? Something like that. Has largely been removed. It's not one of the things that we really have to worry about anymore. Don't have to worry about because we've had better welfare standards instituted with how our pork was produced. Essentially, they're not standing in their own shit. They're all required to be raised on like slats so things can fall through. And so that disease is not necessarily an issue anymore. There's a handful of cases every year, but it's a handful. I mean, it's like 10. I think this is a knife transfer. Yeah, it's completely melted now. So there is our finished Red Bull and Starburst sauce. And I also want to see if this thickens up a little bit as it cools here. I almost want to add like a ice cube or something, because like I said in my dinner command, and it was said in the news article, this is supposed to thicken a bit like plastic. So I don't want it completely liquid when I'm pouring it. I want it to thicken up a bit so that it's a little bit, got a bit more body as it drapes our pork tenderloin. So stirring it here is going to be my best bet for cooling it down. I could do an ice bath. It's feeling like too much work right now, though. Yeah, let's do an ice bath. Stay ground beef. I mean, I also don't want to serve this cold, but if any of you search out the article about this, I mean, I know Mario Batali has been disgraced and is, but the actual news article, some of the stuff they were doing in that was great. It was some like old school, really old school French style service where they were presenting animals as though they were still alive and doing things like they did a whole suckling pig, and then they put a bag of broth in through its neck, and so when you severed the neck to the pig, all the broth came out of the pig. But let's give this a half pour over our pork. We'll give that a photo as well. Blocking the light. Awesome. So there is dinner tonight. Let's see how this pork turned out, other than medium rare. Give this sauce a spin. See what it's like with the full pork experience. Bit more salt. like eating pork with your watermelon candy. Trying to place the flavor, this combination of fruit reminds me of something. I can't place where I know it from. It's got a bit of a watermelon flavor, like I keep hinting. Even though we use strawberry, lemon, orange, and cherry. Yeah, I don't know where that flavor is from. It's like Hawaiian punch, fruit punch, or something like that. Better with the salt. Let's see what we got for mac and cheese here. This is again a Parmesan bechamel with lemon and orange Starburst in there. And you can't really tell that they're in there, like I was saying before, until you get to the aftertaste. You get the aftertaste, and you get this little, like, twinge of, like, artificial citrus. Otherwise, it's just straight mac and cheese. Blends in pretty well. It's not too sweet, either. Even though there's obviously a bunch more sugar in there since there's candy in there. That's good. I've already tried the Fruit Krispies or the Starburst Rice Krispies, and these were a success. These are good. That I actually really recommend. That worked out great. I'm sure it'll work great with popcorn too. Sort of surprised it worked great when I did candy corn last year for the same, for my challenges. Candy corn with popcorn. This works great with this too. The colors, I wish the colors came out a little bit better, but the flavors work great with that. And so you could do a thing like we did with the sauce here and just do all of them together and come up with a beautiful, like, almost like cranberry color there. And just have fruit all throughout. Did the kids sit there and do all the unwrapping for you? That's not too shabby. Let's see. 45 seconds until our next Stream Raiders battle, our last one of the evening. No drinks tonight. I looked around at a couple of Starburst drinks. Most of them were just like flavored vodka drinks, and I was just sort of like, nah. All right. Bottle. Excuse me. Think we got it. Think we got it. We got most of them. We're still looking like we're in good health. Kip's gone down, though. Guess I gotta do this one all myself. Victory. Just the same. Kip getting those scrolls. And me too. Awesome. We'll continue on there on Friday, when I'm going to be doing biscuits and sausage gravy with chicken and eggs. So, hope you come by and join me for that. This has been fun. I think I'm going to enjoy this. This turned out great as far as flavor. Like I said, color, yeah. Wish I had remembered the Gouda for this. It might have worked even better. But this is still... This is going to disappear still. I'm iffy on the sauce. It's not a bad sauce. I just don't love it going with pork. It's so fruity. It's so fruity. Like, it needs to be, like... I don't know, maybe in a Hawaiian dish you could do something like that, where you're like... You got that tropical flavor theme going on. But, yeah. It's not a bad sauce. I'm like I said, I don't know. Depends on how you serve it. Let's see who's on tonight. Let's see if we can give anyone a raid tonight. Let's see what time it is. Let's see here. It is late enough that if we wait a minute or two... We'll have to get someone's... How are they not streaming? They're normally streaming at this time now. It's been a while since I've been streaming at 8. Oh, since they're not... we'll give this one more reload. Last chance. Hope that they're streaming. I haven't got an alert in Discord, though, so... have a feeling they are not. No, that is not what I wanted to do. No! Don't load that and play stuff. Go back. Go back. What is wrong with you, Twitch? What is wrong with you? Ah! Now see, there's a word done, scramble. There's a word scramble for you, folks. Alright, let's go say hello to another lovely food and drink creator. What is he up to this evening? What is he doing? He is doing Squash Week, doing a shrimp and coconut dish. Gonna send you off to go hang out with Kitchen Confidence. Very confident cook. Lovely streamer. Hope you have fun hanging out with them. I've enjoyed your company tonight. I've already told you what's all is coming ahead at a time. Thank you for joining me. Have a great night.